My loves, thanks to the most gorgeous little kind of gift slash care package I received, we're going to be tasting some crisps and also some chocolates and biscuits from a part of the world my little feet have yet to have had the pleasure to have walked upon. The grammar in that sentence was all over the place. You get the idea. I've never been there. Today we're talking about sweets and treats from Canada. Now, this video is brought to you by the most generous, lovely, delightful, and ever so charming. It's Josh Eats. You can find him mostly active on Instagram. Josh, genuinely, thank you so much. Today we are going to be trying some sweet things, some salty things, all of which I've never tried before, to give ourselves a taste of Canada in Italy on a Saturday afternoon, because why not? This lovely box arrived in, oh my god, this lovely box arrived in the post for me this week, featuring even the most gorgeous little postcard from Josh as well, complete with a wax seal, including a little kind of explanation and descriptions for some of the things in here. And in here we have it's full. It is full to the brim, as you can see. We have some cheesy things, some salty things, some chocolatey things, some fruity things, and I'm super excited. The first ones that are catching my eyes are the Hawkins Cheesies. Now these, along with the hickory sticks, are apparently a Canadian national treasure when it comes to salty snacks. So these are crunchy cheddar cheese corn snacks. I don't know if they're going to taste anything like the kind of cheesy corn snacks we have here in Italy or the ones we have in the UK. For my Italian viewers or my European viewers, they look a little bit like Fonzie's but fatter. And for my British viewers, they smell basically just like Wotsits. They are much crunchier than expected. Normally I'm not the biggest fan of like cheesy snacks, but there's a kind of acidity to that and a really good crunch that could see me devouring this entire bag. Yes. Moving on to the Hostess Hickory Sticks. I don't know if Hostess is the same brand that makes Twinkies. I think at least they have the same kind of brand name. So these are thin cut, lightly seasoned, delicious fries. I mean, it's written julienne, like the kind of super thin vegetable cut. So I don't know if they're gonna be kind of like French fries, but made into crisps. Oh my god. Even thinner. They're like those kind of potato straw things. Let's see how they are. Girl. Oh, there's like the lightest kind of touch of paprika on there. Yeah, there's onion powder, there's paprika, there's some red pepper. They're delicious. I was expecting these to be just kind of salted, which would still be good, but they're really good. But like, they're also that kind of texture that even if you use them like as a topping for something, I think they'd be really good too. They're not too heavy either or too like oily. Oh my god. I need to move these away before it becomes just a video of me eating crisps in front of you guys. ASMR special. Shall we move swiftly on to the sweeter things we have in here? So we have a couple of Nestle bars, 3 Nestle bars in here. We have the kind of classic coffee crisp, plus Josh let me know that coffee crisp normally just kind of comes in one flavor, but very recently they've made some new ones. So he's also included the vanilla cappuccino and the pumpkin spice latte coffee crisp, which I'm super excited to try, along with some Reese's products and a couple of different Kit Kats. I think we'll get into the Reese's next. I think we'll slide very softly from the salty into the sweet. Beginning firstly with the Reese's Big Cup that actually has potato chips inside. These are king size. There are 2 in here, and it looks like it's just going to be a big Reese's peanut butter cup, unsurprisingly, but with, I'm guessing, just classic like salted potato chips inside. Typically Reese's rarely disappoints. There's been a couple, you know, like the Reese's cookies, for example, like the biscuits, I'm not the biggest fan of, but basically everything else, like the Nutrageous bar, the cups, the mini cups, even the time that we ate the enormous Reese's cup on the channel, it was still pretty good. Included in here, even though it's traveled literally half the world, is still in very good shape in the kind of the kind of classic Reese's cup packaging, except much thicker. She's been squatting. She smells delicious. Honestly, they don't add so much flavor as they do texture. I don't know if you guys can hear how crunchy that is, but it's basically just like a super thick Reese's peanut butter cup with crunchy, salty bits in there. And that is by no means a bad thing. We then move swiftly onto another big Reese's cup. This one has the Reese's Puffs cereal inside it. Probably much like the potato chips one. I don't know how much we can expect the kind of Reese's Puffs flavor to be included in there, but breaking into it, it just looks like a kind of normal Reese's cup. Oh, okay. Okay, that one actually is peanut butterier. It's sweet, it's salty, it's that right amount of kind of stodgy, heavy, lovely chocolate peanut butter combination. Something I will be skipping at tasting in this video is the Kit Kat caramel and hazelnut. I just wanted to kind of include these anyway. The only reason I'm skipping them is because we have them in the UK. I've tasted these ones before, and they're also available here in Italy, and we very recently tasted a caramel Kit Kat. So while these ones I will save for later, just wanted to show them off. This is what they look like. 4 fingers, caramel, 4 fingers, hazelnut. Canadian version. Moving swiftly on to one of the things I'm most excited about in this box, and those are the coffee crisps. So this is the Coffee Crisp Double Double, which I'm guessing is the kind of most neutral of these flavors. The Double Double, if I'm not wrong, is like a Canadian thing of having like double sugar and double cream or creamer in your coffee. A concept incredibly alien here in Italy and relatively alien in the UK too, but do let me know if I've gotten my ideas wrong there. So it's quite a big bar, which I'm quite impressed by. Nestle can often be a little bit reserved in the UK, so let's see what this is like. We're expecting it to be layers of like wafer and chocolate and coffee flavored cream. Those are 3 of my favorite things when it comes to sweet snacks, so let's see how it is. It's nailing the like latte flavor. You can taste a kind of coffee flavor that is very instant coffee, the kind of soluble coffee that I don't totally hate. It kind of reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of my dad. I think I've said this on the channel before. So it's a flavor I don't dislike whatsoever. There's a very, very thin layer of milk chocolate around there. I don't know how well I'll be able to zoom with this. There's layers of wafer, there's some cream, and then there's like a bubbly chocolate, like an Aero bar in the middle. It's lovely. It's not too heavy on the chocolate. It's definitely more a kind of coffee treat with a very milky flavor and obviously super sweet. This alongside an actual cup of coffee in the winter would seem like an absolute 10 out of 10 snack. While it's not super mind-blowing, it's delivering coffee, creamy, crispy. It tastes what I imagine a double double probably tastes like. I need to put this away before I eat everything. Josh, thank you again, oh my God. Okay, so we will move on from there to the 2 kind of limited edition flavors we have here. One is the vanilla cappuccino, the other the pumpkin spice. This one's already a little bit broken, so let's get into this one. So we can see the inside again, all of those textures going on in there. If there's one thing I do have to say, while North American, like US and Canadian treats that I've tried before, don't always deliver on being like the highest quality flavor, texture is usually something those companies do very, very well. And this is no exception. Much softer in the coffee flavor. It's almost just like an undernote, like an aftertaste of coffee. Big vanilla kick in there, like that kind of vanilla birthday cake flavor, the kind of artificial vanilla, and much more milky in its flavor. Again, the chocolate, not really there. Fantastic texture though. This one you can definitely taste the actual wafer more too, but I probably prefer the double double if I'm being honest. Moving on to the pumpkin spice edition. We're perfect for this month of November. Let's get into it. Wow. So this one, we also have some flavorings in there. I'm guessing there'll be some cinnamon. Let's have a go. There's something almost savory to that. You get chocolate, you get that creamy, milky coffee flavor. Again, a little bit weaker on the coffee. You taste cinnamon, you taste a little bit of like clove. No actual pumpkin flavor, but much like a pumpkin spice latte. It's like milky, cozy spices. Almost like a kind of chai latte vibe to that. That's delicious. Shall we get into something else that is bubbly, being the Aero limited edition strawberry scoop. Oh, wow. Very specific, like strawberry milkshake kind of flavor in there, and the most gorgeous, gorgeous and aggressively pastel kind of bubblegum strawberry milkshake pink coloring in there. Sweet, bubbly, creamy. That is unmistakably like strawberry milkshake, strawberry ice cream. Super, super sweet, obviously. But to be mimicking boule à la fraise, nailed it. Something else I'll be skipping along from just so that I can taste some other treats in here are the Werther's Original. These are a classic British sweet as well. I adore them. Very happy and grateful that Josh has included 5 of these in this package, but I won't be tasting them here, mostly because no one has the time to watch me finish one, and also because I like to eat these like an old lady on the couch. In here, we also have 2 bars that I want to keep for a separate video just because I feel like they deserve even more attention than these other products, and those are chocolate bars from Beta 5. This is a kind of pasticceria dessert shop that I've followed for a long time based in Vancouver in Canada, and they make these amazing looking choux buns and pastry-based desserts. And these 2 bars, I just feel like they need a spotlight all of their own. One of which is the Technicolor Crunch, made with caramelized white chocolate, coffee beans, and puffed wheat. The other is white chocolate with freeze-dried strawberry, rainbow nerds, and pop rocks. They deserve a whole fresh palette video of their own, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. But we will move swiftly on to taste the Cherry Blossom, which I have been obsessed with since first opening this box. This is the most like iconic 1960s looking packaging, like very British looking as well, though this is unmistakably a Canadian treat because I've never seen anything like it in the UK. It's enormous. Like, I don't know if the journey has made it this shape or if it's always this shape. It smells of almost nothing. It's produced by Hershey's and it's supposed to be chocolate with cherry inside. My hopes aren't high just because this is not my kind of thing. In fact, I'm gonna cut this open. Oh my God. So I almost know exactly how this is going to taste just based on how it looks. There's this kind of like neon pink interior with a maraschino cherry, some crunchy milk chocolate, and the texture is like goopy syrup. Oh my God. That is just sugar in 6 different forms. Hyper like artificially sweet, artificial cherry frosting basically, with super cheap milk chocolate with crunchy bits and a whole cherry inside. Why? Alongside the kind of Beta 5 bar, Josh also included this bar from Take a Fancy, which is maple, whiskey, and salt. It's bean to bar chocolate. So again, after having had all of these sweet and texturally diverse things, I think I will set this one aside to enjoy with the Beta 5 chocolates when I can taste it a bit more cleanly, because it sounds like a bit of me. Let's put it that way. But the Kit Kat Cookie Crumble is the last thing I want to scoff in today's video for you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this so far as much as I have, because it's been a textural and flavorful adventure to say the least. So this, we're expecting a combination of like chocolate Oreo cookies with a Kit Kat and a hell of a lot of chocolate at the same time. Wow. Way creamier than a normal Kit Kat and a way thicker layer of chocolate. Dark chocolate cookie bits in there, wafer, cream. I didn't expect this to be wow. If anything, just for the sheer quantity of chocolate. If you guys enjoyed today's video, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Whether you're in Canada, you've tasted some of these Canadian treats before, let me know what you would like to try, what you think is best, what you would be tasting first. This has been amazing. Josh, if you're watching, thank you so much again for being so thoughtful, first of all, and for including such a great range of snacks in here. The only thing I would be leaving on the shelf is that cherry thing, but you probably guessed that too. From the salty to the super sweet, delicious. Textures, flavors, everything. Canada, thank you. Josh, thank you again. And to all of you sitting, watching, and enjoying it, thank you so much too. But that's all I have time for today. I'll see you